So the Minnesota Timberwolves are a dumpster fire. Yeah, I said it. What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Yeah, we are rebuilding the Minnesota Timberwolves because they need it. So let's get why I just called them a dumpster fire. Now, they are 4-11 to start off the 2021 season. Yes, Karl-Anthony Towns is out due to COVID, but even when Towns was playing, things did not look good for the Minnesota T-Wolves. So when they drafted Cat in 2015, things looked up. They drafted a generational center, #1 overall. But then Andrew Wiggins had a great 2017 season. Then they extended him. He's overpaid. We can all agree on that. They made the trade, gutting part of their future for Jimmy Butler. The pick that ended up being Lauri Markkanen, Chris Dunn, and Zach LaVine, who's playing great for the Bulls. For Jimmy Butler, who only played 1 year in Minnesota, yeah, got you the playoffs for the first time in the 2010s, but at what cost, right? Then you fast forward a couple years later, they just never found that power forward next to Cat to pair up with their franchise center in the front court. They ended up trading from 11 to 6 in the 2019 draft, which was a great trade. All it cost them was Dario Saric. But they use it on Jarrett Culver, who is looking like a waste of a pick, at least for the T-Wolves. I'm saying he could probably do better in a different system, but I don't think it's going to be in Minnesota. Then they traded their 2021 top 3 protected first for D'Angelo Russell, also getting rid of the Wiggins contract, which I think it is an upgrade getting D'Lo over Wiggins. They're both vastly overpaid, and both pretty much aren't #1, 2s on good teams, but I would still rather have D'Lo over Wiggins. But they gave up their top 3 protected first in 2021. Now, they're probably going to be one of the worst teams this year. They're looking like it. But with the new lottery odds, hey, even if they end up as the worst or second worst team in the league, they can easily fall out of the top 3. And in a loaded top end draft, yeah, that's not something you'd want to risk. They also drafted Anthony Edwards #1 overall, something I would have done, but he has not been great so far, looking pretty inefficient. People are comparing him to Wiggins, but I'm not going to go there just yet. But yeah, talking about the Timberwolves and why I called them a dumpster fire today, we're going to be rebuilding them. And I'm going to say something right now. I don't want to trade Cat. We might have to if we want to just blow up the team, take a step back to take 2 steps forward. But I'd much rather move D'Lo, but I would have to find a trade that would make sense, trading the 24-year-old point guard who was an all-star in 2019. But I don't know. I just don't really think he's worth the money he's getting paid now, let alone also being your #1 guy because Cat is out. And he can't lead you to a playoff team. I mean, when the Nets made the playoffs, they were under 500. They would have just been another one of the pack team in the Western Conference, but the East was weak, so they did make the playoffs as the 6th seed nonetheless, but they were under 500. They had a below-average offense when D'Lo was their leader, and I don't know, maybe that was on coaching, but I just think D'Lo's not the answer here in Minnesota. So we could look to move Rubio. I still would like to build around Anthony Edwards, and then I'm hoping we end up with like the they need to fall. Okay, I need to retcon something I said before. I mentioned something with their top 3 protected pick, thinking they only get it if it's not on the top 3. So that was really dumb. It conveys if it's not on the top 3. So I guess I was right what I said, but we want it to be a top 3 pick, right? Because if it's not, if it's 4, if it's 5, we don't get to make that selection. It goes to Golden State. So I'm hoping I could add a Jalen Suggs, an Evan Mobley, a Cade Cunningham to this team. There's also a couple young guys I'm excited to possibly introduce in the rotation. Leandro Bolmaro. This is even 2K's official roster. I have to download one off the 2K share because they don't have Bolmaro in the game whenever I use them. And I'm also excited to use Jaden McDaniels as well. One bright spot though is Malik Beasley is looking like a fantastic signing and a fantastic trade from last year and then in the offseason when they re-signed him. I think he could maybe be a starting shooting guard, yeah, but I think the perfect role for him is being our 6th man. So here's the rotation I came up with for our first season. It's going to be D'Lo, Edwards, Culver, Hernangomez, and Towns. Culver, I'm just going to try to bolster his trade value. I'm guaranteeing I'm probably trading him in the 2021 offseason. Hernangomez and Cat is the front court. We will not have a backup big. It's just an experiment year. I really want to see a lot of Jaden McDaniels, some Josh Okogie. Yeah, it is unfortunate I'm not going to play Nazari, but I don't think he's the long-term. You know what? He could be the backup center in the future, but I'm not stressing over that too much, so I want to see what these guys can do, so I'm going to play them a lot of minutes. I also think the head coach isn't the answer here. Ryan Saunders, I don't think is a very good coach, so probably going to be his last year as the Timberwolves coach. A lot of things are going to change in the 2021 offseason. It is unfortunate that there's no start today this year. So I'll see you guys at the end of season #1, and I'm not expecting to be good. I'm just hoping the draft lottery treats us well, which it never does. So I don't know. I want to stay optimistic. So we finished where I pretty much expected. 24th in the power rankings, 13th in the conference. We're going to need some lottery luck, which I never get. So I'm not getting my hopes up to keep our pick if it lands in the top 3. Karl-Anthony Towns did make an All-NBA team, and he was a stud. It's really if he requested a trade. Could I see the Timberwolves and him requesting a trade in Minnesota and wanting out in the next 2 years? Yeah, I think I could see that, but I don't know. I think I'm going to try to continue to build around him. I am sure we can get a king's ransom for him. Obviously, he's one of the best centers in the NBA. He's 25 years old. He's one of the best offensive players in the NBA. So I think I'd prefer to trade D'Lo. I mean, he had a solid year. We could see who wants D'Lo. I don't know if I'm going to trade him this offseason or next, but I think I'm going to have to trade one of the two, and I'd prefer to trade D'Lo for obvious reasons. So if we take a look at the stats, Cat, we already kind of went over him. He averaged 5 assists too. He shot 40% from downtown. D'Lo, 20 and 6.7, also 39% from 3, 85 from the line. Malik Beasley, 13 points, 39 from 3, 41 from the field, but you know what? I'll take that at him, 88 from the line. Anthony Edwards, though, 45% from the field, 32 from 3, 73 from the line. Not a bad rookie year. I'm perfectly fine with that. Jared Culver, I'm lucky if I get a late first, and probably a high second for him. Ricky Rubio, about 8 and 7. I mean, he was horrible as a shooting player, or just an offensive efficiency guy, but he will have an expiring contract. I don't know. Jaden McDaniels was cool in his rookie year. I'm excited about Leandro Bolmaro. I also wouldn't mind trading Juan Hernangomez. I mean, he could be a backup big, but yeah, Bolmaro's going to be a part of our team next year. We'll see what he can do. And the Utah Jazz win it all. I mean, the Jazz are killing it in real life. They are, I think, the 3 seed in the Western Conference, and they're on a winning streak. This would be cool, but I don't think the roster is good enough to do so. So, draft lottery time, and I'm ready to get disappointed. This is probably the biggest part of the video, and oh my god, it's number 7. Jeez, okay. So, we got to jump up into the top 3. Honestly, I feel more comfortable being at 7 than probably at 1, so let's see what happens. Honestly, let's do this live. People say that it does, or in the bottom left, they do spoil it. Mark Tatum actually says it before you see the logo popped up. I'm upset somebody told me that. Like, the Suns are going to move up because it's going to be the Pacers, because now it kind of ruins the surprise. Kings stayed at 11. If a team jumps up here, we are screwed. Okay, so the Magic jumped up. We need to be the next team to jump up, right? So it needs to be the exact 9 team and the exact 8 team. All right, this 8th one's big. I have a feeling it's going to be the Warriors from our pick, but we'll see. And yeah, there it is. That is unfortunate, so we can just simulate to the end, and then ends up dropping from 7 to 8. And we don't have our first round pick in this draft. Sick. Yeah, Ron Turner's contract was up anyway. We are firing David Vanderpool, and we are also firing Brian Gates. Honestly, yeah, let's also fire Kirsten Rosas. I mean, it's the assistant GM, but yeah, we are clearing house. All right, so I offered a contract to Jesse Mirmais, who is the assistant coach of the Kings, and I'm hoping that we are able to sign him as our head coach, and it's looking like that will be the case. We're also going to get Ime Udoka as his top assistant. We pick up Randy Martin as our trainer, Cuba Gooding as our scout, and Abraham Navarro as our GM. So I need another assistant coach. That's going to go to Chip Engelland of, I believe, the San Antonio Spurs, and then our CFO will just get, I guess, the top guy here, Caleb Rogers. So we get those 2 guys, and we have a whole new staff here in Minnesota. So it's NBA draft time, and we don't have our first round pick, which is sick. Do you think the Warriors would trade number 8 for D'Angelo Russell? I'm trying to find a team that would really want D'Lo, like, just now. I don't think I'm going to move him right now, but, I mean, like, the Lakers, yes. I mean, do they have... They would probably do this, but I don't think I'm going to trade him to the Lakers. The Suns would be interesting if Chris Paul wasn't coming back, but he will opt in. So maybe that's an idea next offseason when he's a free agent, because Devin Booker, that connection. So you know what? I might have my team in mind, but that'll come next year probably. They ended up with pick 4. I'm sure the Clippers would be interesting too, but this would probably limit them to bringing back Kawhi Leonard, so I'm sure they won't do that now. So if I were to make a trade, let's do something. We're going to be shipping Juan Hernangomez and his 1-year deal to the Clippers for pick 28. So the Clippers trade that pick 2 years in a row. They traded in 2020 for Marcus Morris, and here in 2021 for Juan Hernangomez. We also can't trade Jared Culver on draft night because he has a team option. 2K never added that you can pick up team options before the year starts. Progress, right? We also going to be trading Jake Layman and our 37th pick for pick 26 of the Philadelphia 76ers. Boom, so now we have 2 first-round picks at 26 and 28. Let's make some selection. All right, so I addressed our biggest need, trying to find that power forward next to Cat with my 2 selections. I took at pick 26 Usman Garuba, who I think will go a little bit higher in the actual 2021 draft, and Oscar Tshiebwe at 26 and 28. I don't know which one is going to fit next to Cat better, and I don't know if either one of these guys are the answers there, but it's at least a shot I'm giving here, because I'd rather try out Usman Garuba and Oscar Tshiebwe rather than Jake Layman and Juan Hernangomez. And then also we're signing Bolmaro as the Eurostash player. So Jared Culver, we're going to pick up his option. We're going to pick up Josh Okogie. We're going to pick up Naz Reid, but not Jalen Noel. So yeah, before we get into free agency or qualifying offers, let's trade Jared Culver. All right, so we're going to trade Jared Culver to the Pelicans for the Lakers 2022 unprotected first. The Pelicans got this in the Anthony Davis trade, and they agree to that. So yeah, his time is done in Minnesota. It did not work out whatsoever. but we have a chance to have now 2 first-round picks. Well, actually, we will have 2 first-round picks in the 2022 draft. And I mean, LeBron didn't retire. They re-signed Anthony Davis. It's not going to be a great pick, but at least it's something, right? So going into free agency, let me just see how many guys I have in our rotation next year. We have 6, we have 7, we have probably, yeah, honestly, I don't need to sign anybody because I want to give the young guys another shot. We don't really have any money anyway, so yeah. Pretty boring free agency. Play progression, Cat is a 91, D'Lo an 87, Edwards 82. I mean, I am hoping we're bad again next year because I want a good draft pick. But, I mean, if we made the playoffs, I wouldn't be upset, but it would kind of still not progress this team if we're not adding a young player at the top end of a draft class. So let's just take it day by day or year by year, and we'll see what happens. So I do want to send... I don't even know. I guess Anthony Edwards sounds have potential. Yeah, he should definitely get that because I forgot we're building around this dude, right? We'll also send Leandro Bolmaro, and I'm also going to send Jaden McDaniels sounds have potential and send those 2020 guys there. So I currently have 12 guys that I want to give minutes to. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm going to look to trade Ricky Rubio. All right, so we're going to do this trade with the Knicks. Now... it's more, I'm not even going to play Eric Gordon, or we're going to see if we could flip him. So the New York Knicks 2022 top 10 protected first. That means, yeah, obviously you know what that means, but I think they're really giving up this first because they don't want to spend 2 years of Eric Gordon. They get an expiring Ricky Rubio. We're also going to give them Josh Okogie, a nice young wing, tempo-pushing defender who will be a restricted free agent, but they're basically giving us this first to get off that contract. I feel like they wouldn't give up their first, but I know what first they would give up. They would give up, oh, they have the Rockets top 10 protected first. Yeah, so let's take that from them. So not even giving up their first. We're adding potentially another first-round pick in the 2022 draft. And then, honestly, I kind of want to see if they will give me this Dallas pick. Honestly, if we can land... okay, sorry for saying honestly twice there. But if we can land 2 first-round picks, basically I'm taking on Eric Gordon's contract and giving them salary dump players. Rubio, find back a point guard, and then Josh Okogie might be part of their future. This could be highway robbery for us. They counter. They want Oscar Tshiebwe. I don't want to do that. I would be willing to part way with like a second-round pick. They want James Johnson, who's on the minimum, for Amari Spellman. So 2 seconds, you know what? If I could steal 2 first-round picks, let's do that. Now, Eric Gordon is probably not going to play for us. Yeah, I mean, I think he just might sit out this year, kind of like what Iguodala did for the Grizzlies. It's going to be hard to find a trade for him. I'm going to see if the Hornets will do this trade. So we're basically taking on McGee's 2-year contract. The Hornets are getting shooting in Eric Gordon. They're getting rid of Corey Joseph and getting a young center in Naz Reid. McGee or Joseph will not play for us. I'm pretty sure I'm going to not play Joseph and probably waive McGee in the offseason. So they counteroffer it with the Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Why would you do that? Like, you really want to get rid of Nick Richards like that? I mean, can I just do a second-round pick? Because I feel like they wouldn't want to get rid of Nick Richards, and I know I'm, like, offloading all my second-round picks. I guess we'll just offer this. Yeah, I mean, you want to give me Nick Richards? Sure. Yeah, let's do that. 3-for-3 player trade. Wow, we're making moves before the season even starts. So, honestly, if you were like Gerson Rosas, you'd probably get fired for these moves, but I'm not going to get fired, so I have the luxury of being able to be patient with this team, and I don't have to get fired by an actual owner. So, yeah, we're probably not going to be very good this year. That's why you would get fired, traded away a lot of our good players, and this is our bench. Yeah, it's a lot of young and inexperienced players that are progressing and developing. Yeah, you would definitely get fired if you were doing this, and it's just on a downward spiral for the Timberwolves. But you know what? That's fine. It's a good draft class in 2022. Like, I wouldn't mind a Kennedy Chandler, a Patrick Baldwin, a Jaden Hardy, a Chet Holmgren. We do have a new head coach in Jesse Murmar, so it's a very... just development and just an experimental year. So I'm fine with this. We're 24th in the power rankings. We're not going to be very good. I'm fine with that. And also, we have these first-round picks. We have 3 potential first-round picks in this draft. Definitely 2. And then we have potentially, if that conveys, potentially 3 first-round picks next year. So we're chilling. 2K could never get me what I want. Now, I'm happy we are the 4th seed. That's really good, right? And we were the 4th team in the power rankings. But you know what? I would have been fine with just, I don't know, having a top pick in the draft. At least we'll have multiple picks in the draft, as Cat was All-NBA 3rd team, so that is pretty dope. And Demo's now trying to convince me not to trade him, I guess. So we are the 4th seed, taking on the 5 seed Memphis Grizzlies. The Lakers did make the playoffs, so that pick will be in the late teens if they get bounced in round 1, or in the early 20s. And the Rockets did not make the playoffs, but that pick is unfortunately top 10 protected. So, yeah, unless they fall out of the top 10, which could... wait, no, they're going to have, like... They're going to have like 6. So, or no, they'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll have 7. So we're probably not going to get that pick. We take a look at the stats. D'Lo was our leading scorer. He went up 7 points from last year. Maybe most improved. 7 assists, 48, 45, 85 splits. I mean, come on. That's really good. That is really good. Cat, 25 and 10. 5 assists, 48, 43, 89 splits. The Anthony Edwards, the first overall pick in the 2020 draft, had a really good second year. 17 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 46, 36, 84 splits. Malik Beasley's best year of his career, just kidding. McDaniels, 13.5 points, 4.5 rebounds as our starting small forward. I really like him there. Landry Bomaro, not very good. Not very good at all. Toshibwe, Jesus. Usman Garuba, okay, God damn. We literally got less than like 15 points out of these 4 players. I mean, if we could beat the Grizzlies, cool. If we can't, it's not the end of the world. Let's see if we could beat Ja and the Grizzlies, and we sweep them. 2K, you make no sense to me whatsoever. Like, on paper, this team's not even that good. Like, I think, like, I don't know, I'm usually on 50 simulator difficulty, but I feel like we gotta up it to like 60 for some of these seasons now. I don't know. The Mavericks have Kelly Oubre Jr., Al Horford, Josh Richardson. Okay, we'll see what happens here in round 2. Don't tell me. Yeah, if we beat the Mavericks, there was going to be some issues in the game that were going my way. We end up losing in round 2 in 6 games, and the Bucks beat the Thunder in the NBA Finals. Giannis is your Finals MVP. So yeah, that pick is going to be at 5, which means it's not going to fall out of the top 10, so we will not be having a lottery pick. Now, that pick ended up dropping to 7, but we'll get it next year, and that pick will have high trade value. We will have 22 via the Lakers, and our pick at 27, so similar to last year. NBA draft night, we could look to make a trade. I don't know. I was going to trade him to the Suns, but they have Cade Cunningham, so that's not happening. So I don't know. I don't know if I can really find a trade. I thought about maybe for Christian Wood, but I don't really think that could get done. Pelicans are tempted, giving me Terrence Shannon. He's just not a power forward. Like, I would love a power forward, and obviously they would have 2 guys I would love to put there. But, I mean, yeah, I'm sure they would really appreciate D'Lo too. What pick do they have in this draft? They have 14. I don't think this cuts it in a package for D'Lo. The Raptors do have pick 5. Now, they could move in. I mean, he is a shooting guard here. Would they do Anunoby and 5 for D'Lo? The Raptors would require 8 mil more than allowed. So, unfortunately, I don't really think we can get this trade done. They would have to give me Derrick Jones Jr., Really? That still wouldn't get it done. I don't think they would do something like this. Yeah, there's no way they would do this package for D'Lo. We could offer to them. They would want my 2023 Houston first next year, which I think is going to be a pretty valuable pick. So, and my first, yeah, you know what? I guess let's just hold on to D'Lo. We've traded a lot of second round picks in this video, so I'm going to try to salvage some. Let's get a 2023 second from the Bulls and a 2024 second from the Wizards in a trade with the Wizards for JaVale McGee, and they agreed to that. All right, so I made my 2 selections here in the draft. Gene Montero at pick 22, a point guard out of the DR, and Kai Jones out of the Philippines, who goes to Texas. Shout out to everybody from the Philippines in the comments. Always wanted me to get Kai Jones, so we got him here. He's actually a 76 overall, and Gene's a 75. Now, I mean, like, Usman Garuba and Oscar Tshiebwe, they were pretty bad last year. They didn't really do much, so we'll see. I don't know what could happen this year if Kai Jones will even get minutes. Nick Richards opts out of his player option. All right. I mean, free agency is going to be loaded. We are not going to give anybody here the qualifying offers. As you can see, KD is not here. But oh, no, KD is here. He's a 94. All right. You got Curry. You got Kyrie. We have no money to spend. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guys for next year. Guess we'll just run the team back. So play progression, Cat is a 92 now. Edwards up to an 86. D'Lo an 89. He will be a free agent next year, so that will be an interesting thing. I mean, he could walk, and maybe there's a better free agent out there, and we could just sign them. I don't know. But let's get through this season first with our new 10-man rotation. Like I said, it's pretty much the same as last year. We're just adding Montero, and we're adding Kai Jones, and also Nick Richards is out the door as well. So this is the Monty Bates class, so I mean, I would love if that Rockets pick is really bad. I mean, I don't know where Harden ended up. He ended up with the Houston Rockets, because of course he did. Now, on top potential, I do want to send, I don't even know, maybe Kai Jones is the answer at power forward, because I don't really have a lot of faith in Garuba or Tshiebwe after last year. Edwards, he was already an A+. And then finally, we could send Jaden McDaniels sons of potential. So yeah, here's the rotation for next year. I'm giving Kai Jones the start. Yeah, I'm just, because what we saw from Garuba and Tshiebwe doesn't give me a lot of hope, so let's see what Kai Jones could do. And then the bench is going to be a 5-man bench of Beasley, Garuba, Montero, Bolmaro, and Tshiebwe. System proficiency is 3 stars still. 3 stars, we haven't gotten better. We're going to go to 7 seconds or less because why not? And I'll see you guys at the end of season number 3. So we finished the season as an 8th seed. So we weren't as good as we were last year, as Jokic takes home MVP, Jaden Hardy Rookie of the Year, Drew Holiday 6th Man of the Year, and you can see the rest of the awards. We did make the playoffs, which is pretty nice. Cat made All-NBA 3rd team. He's made an All-NBA team in every single season of this video. Shout out to Mitchell Robinson on the Wizards, balling out, shooting 80% from the field. I don't know if I've ever seen that from a starter or somebody that actually plays minutes before. Sheesh, that is actually absurd. So we are taking on the 1-seeded Warriors in round 1. D'Lo was down to re-sign, but I didn't do it. I want to see what the point guard options are in free agency, as these were the top 2 guys. You have Beasley averaging 17 points, Edwards with a career high in points, a career high in rebounds, career high in assists, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage. Dope. Malik Beasley, 17 points, 44 from 3. Jaden McDaniels, 16 points, 51, 43, 89 splits. G. Montero, not much. Oh boy, and Kai Jones. Sheesh, man. I don't have much hope in beating the Warriors in the playoffs, but let's see what happens. We end up losing game 1 by 8 points. On the road. Towns dropped 35 was not enough. Oh, man, the big 3 played pretty well. G. Montero even dropped 15 points efficiently. Kai Jones, 0 for 4. Great. I have yet to find my power forward still, and it's, what, 2023, so Cat has been in the league for 8 years, and I've yet to find the power forward. Alright, I don't know what's happening, but we do win game 2, which is nice. D'Lo drops 18 assists on his former team. McDaniels dropped 21. Do they have Wiggins still? They do not. Game number 3, we pick up the win. That's what I'm talking about. So we're up 2-1 on the 1 seed. Okay. Could we maybe upset them? That would be pretty dope. That would be pretty dope. And it's 3-1. All right. So Malik Beasley drops 38 points in 23 minutes. Who do I gotta, like, eliminate from the rotation? I mean, Kai Jones has been playing a little bit better. Same with Shibwe, Bolmaro. Do I eliminate Garuba? I might have to. So yeah, we're going to eliminate Garuba from the rotation for the playoffs here. We're going to go like 33 to Malik Beasley, 36 to Cat, 36 to D'Lo and Edwards, and then we'll go 33 to McDaniels. And we are 1 game away from beating the Warriors. Okay, we're now 1 game away, and we actually upset the 1 seed. I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised, as they also have Bol. Okay, they got Jonathan Kuminga, Kyle Kuzma, Gordon Hayward. What? Along with the Splash Bros. That's kind of nasty. And then, yeah, we ended up winning Game 6 by 19 points. Cat dropped a 31-point triple-double. He's got to shoot the ball more. I want 25 shots a night out of Cat. I really do. Beasley's been great. Edwards was really good in that first round. So now we're taking on the New Orleans Pelicans, who have Jalen Brunson, Bledsoe, the Duke boys, Steven Adams, Adrian Griffin, Terrence Shannon, Hayes, and Kyra Lewis Jr. Can we beat them and knock them off game 1? We ended up losing by 30 points. Yikes. Cat. How many shots is Cat taking here? Where even is he? Oh my god. Wait. Oh, there he is. But yeah, he shot one for 5. Why? His shot tendency is at a 99. Maybe I should lower Devo's to like a 92 so he shoots the ball more. I don't know. Game 2. We win though. Let's go by 5 points. Cat drops 34, 9, and 7. D'Lo 27, 5, and 9. Edwards with 22, and Beasley with 20. On to game number 3. Down 2-1. Ended up losing by 30. Cat did what he could, but unfortunately, yeah, we're down 2 games to 1, and we're down 3 games to 1. So maybe another year, another round 2 exit is what it seems like is going to happen, and that is the case. We will have the Dallas Mavericks first round pick, and they're going to basically be pick 29. We're going to be in the 20s, but let's hope that Rockets pick is pretty good, as that was pretty funny. The guys from the 2018 class that got traded for each other, Trae Young and Luka in the finals. Trae Young got the better hand that time. So draft lottery, and let's see where that pick is at. It is at, I don't even know, 12. I thought it was going to be a little bit higher. I doubt we get lucky, and yeah, we stay at 12. We also have 27 and 21. So Monty Bates goes number 1 to the Raptors. I thought about maybe making a trade at 2 or at 3, actually. So let's see. Dior Johnson goes 2. I mean, Victor Wembanyama is there. And could he play power forward? I don't know. But if I gave up Gene Montero 12 and like one of those other picks, I think we could actually get number 3 from who's ever on the board. So Montero, yeah. And 12. Oh, was the selection already made? Oh, that's unfortunate. That really is. Oh, man. So who ended up going? Was the selection made? No, the Nets. So, I don't know. For some reason, I thought the Nets didn't have their pick up here. And no, they are here. I'm just blind. So we're going to offer them 12. We're going to offer them G. Montero. And I'm also going to offer them 27. And honestly, before I do that, I'm going to offer them 21, 27, and these 2 second-round picks. If that gets it done, that would be huge. Nope. So we might have to give up 12. Honestly, I want to go all in next year. So let's just do my lottery protected first next year as well. And they agree to that. So we're able to keep 12. First, oh my God, wait, Michael Foster though. Victor Wembanyama is 7'3". Do we really want to put, I mean, Kristaps is kind of a comparable guy to that. Or do I take Michael Foster? This is the power forward I need to add to the team. Michael Foster, whose ceiling is a Kevin Love. I have no idea how accurate these are. And Victor Wembanyama doesn't have any. Oh, boy. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to go Michael Foster. Why not? He's a power forward. Let's hope he's the answer next to Cat. So it's funny. Out of all the top 5 picks, we drafted the one with the lowest overall. I also took Sajakwe Naganja. I don't know if I'm butchering that, but he's actually a better overall than Michael Foster. We'll call him SN. I don't know. We'll just call him Sadrake. Sadrake? Yeah, I guess Sadrake. So yeah, we're obviously going to sign these two guys. We have so many power forwards on the roster. We're basically the New York Knicks from the 2019 offseason. Let's see. Is there a legit point guard here in free agency that I'd be wanting to sign? I mean, let's see. I mean, Embiid is here. Do we have money? We have to clear up 13 mil. Who else is making money on this team? We really can't afford a max contract. I mean, I could have... Why? I mean, okay, so the options at point guard are pretty much Jaws restricted, so I'm not getting him. Colin Sexton, but he's not really an upgrade over D'Lo. So I'm probably just going to bring back D'Lo. Yeah, 5 year, 30 mil. Let's just do it. That's pretty annoying, but yeah. I wanted to move D'Lo just for some excitement in this video, but I just really never found the opportunity to do so, and that happens sometimes. All right, so we were trading away Oscar Tshiebwe and Usman Garuba for Trey Burke and a 2024 Clippers pick that could be pretty good value. So I just want to see how many guys we have in our rotation at the moment. We have 1, 4, 5, 1, 4, 6. That would be 8, and that would be 9. I don't know. Since we finally found our power forward, I'm hoping that this team could maybe make it to the finals or something next year, as here is player progression. If you're curious to see what happens with anybody, Trey Burke will not really play for us. So we do have a couple untapped potentials. I'm going to send Sadrake. Okay, I got to just make sure I'm getting his name right. And then we are going to send Michael Foster as well. Where is he at? He is right there, 2 untapped potential. And then finally, we could send, I don't know, Jaden McDaniels. So we're giving 34 minutes to the big 3, 32 the forwards, 28 to our 6th man, 24 to our 7th man, Balmaro getting 14, and Kai Jones getting 12. So we got 3 foreign players. Well, he did play at Texas, but still, 3 foreign players. I mean, he played at Arizona, but foreign players. You know what I mean? At the end of the rotation, which is pretty cool. System proficiency is 3.5 stars, 7 seconds. Balance is 3.5, so we're going to go back to that. I'm hoping this team can make a run this year. Let's find out. So this is pretty cool, as Jalen Suggs is your MVP here in 2024. Jalen Duran is your Rookie of the Year. Trae Young, 6th Man of the Year. Oh my God, what happened? I guess they must have drafted a point guard. I don't know who, but that's pretty crazy. As we were the 2 seed, though, forgot to mention that. So yeah, this is the year to make a run. Cat on All-NBA 3rd team. Michael Foster on All-Rookie 1st team. Pretty nice. I'm curious, he was at point guard. Sharif Cooper, somebody I thought about drafting. He was on the board in 2021, and I didn't take him. Oh, maybe I should have. But here are these stats. The only ones I'm really curious on are the power forwards. Michael Foster, I think we found our guy. Let's go. As our power forward next to Cat. Sadrake wasn't very special. Maybe his shot tendency is low. That's why. So we are taking on the San Antonio Spurs in round 1. They got Jaden Hardy, Devin Vassell, JRE, Drummond, Schroeder, Cody Zeller, PJ Washington, Daniel Toro on top of Keldon Johnson and DeJounte Murray, who were already there. Let's just simulate the round, and let's move on to round 2, because you know we will. Boom, win in 6. Here were the playoff stats, if you were curious, for that round 1 matchup. Cat and D'Lo led the way. So let's see, can we get revenge, as my controller just stopped working, there we go, against the team that knocked us off last year. They have an incredible young 1 through 4, and then they have Nikola Vucevic, who is 33 over there at center. So can we sweep them? Not sweep them, beat them. And yes, we can. We win in 6, 2nd round in a row, taking on the Lakers. We're starting Caruso. They got Keon Johnson, LeBron, AD, Miles Turner, and Montrezl Harrell. Okay, 3 pretty good bigs there. They got THT, Juju Murray, out of Syracuse, Draymond Green, Shaquille Harrison, and Raul Neto. Can we go to the finals? Let's do it. Boom, another series win in 6. Let's go, we're in the finals. And come on, can we beat this Cavaliers team, which is a very fun starting 5 game. They got Jimmy and Brakefield, and then they got BJ Boston. It's pretty nice. They got Marvin Bagley, KPJ still there. They got him back, all right. Can we beat them? They have Denny Avdija also. I'm just going to close my eyes. We're not going to take this game by game. I simulated the round. Just please tell me I'm going to expect we're there because, you know what? I don't want to be let down. Boom. Let's go. We win the finals in 2024. We swept them. Cat is your finals MVP. I'm happy now. So yeah, let me know what you guys think the Timberwolves should do in the future to improve this team down below. Do you think they got to trade Cat? Should they trade D'Lo? Should they just ride the course out? Hopefully you land a top 3 pick and then go from there. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.